Imagine waking up and not knowing who you are, where you came from, or even your own name. Welcome to the village where identity simply vanishes. Nestled deep in the mist-shrouded hills of northern India, there exists a forgotten village, one not marked on any modern map. Locals call it Samirpur, but outsiders know it by a more chilling name, the Village of Forgotten Faces. I first heard of it from an old anthropologist on a train ride to Delhi. He spoke in hushed tones as if revealing a ghost story he wasn't sure he believed himself, but his eyes held truth and fear. People go there, he said, and they forget. Not just travelers, even the villagers, one by one, they lose their past, their memories, erased, like chalk washed away by rain. Curiosity clawed at me. Within days, I was en route to this mystery. As my Jeep wound through dirt roads and pine forests, my phone lost all signal. GPS froze. The deeper I went, the more the world behind me dissolved. The entrance to Samirpur was marked by an ancient wooden gate. Carvings of eyes, hundreds of them, watched silently. A chill ran down my spine. It felt like crossing into another realm. The village itself was quiet, too quiet. No motorcycles, no laughter. Just the soft crackle of fires and the distant clang of a temple bell that echoed through the fog. I met my guide, Mira, a school teacher who had returned recently after years away. "They don't remember me," she said, "not even my own mother." She led me through the narrow alleys, pointing out homes like tombstones. This was once a vibrant community, but it began fading 10 years ago. First the elders, then the young. I asked her how it started. "A man named Varun," she whispered. "He came to record tribal stories, but he vanished for days in the forest. When he returned, he didn't know his own name." We visited Varun. His house was dim, covered in mirrors, each cracked. He stared at them, as if searching for someone he couldn't see. "I used to be someone," he murmured. "Now I'm just echoes." At night, Mira showed me an ancient shrine, forgotten gods with moss-covered faces. The elders warned us, "Don't disturb the forest spirits," but we did. Local legends tell of Chaya Devi, the shadow goddess. "She doesn't kill," Mira said. "She takes who you are." The next morning, I woke up disoriented. My notebook, gone. Voice recorder, blank. Mira looked at me oddly. "What's your name again?" Panic bloomed in my chest. I repeated my name like a mantra. "Hold on, anchor yourself." We visited the village archives. Pages were torn, photos scratched. It's as if the village itself wanted to be forgotten. But then, a breakthrough. An old woman recited a lullaby. It sparked something in Mira, a memory of her childhood. The melody, she said, was her mother's. We clung to that thread. Music, smell, taste. Human senses seemed to be the only defense against the erosion of self. One villager, Anil, wore bells on his wrist. "They remind me of dancing," he said. "If I forget that, I forget everything." I started documenting everything, tattooing names and memories onto my skin with ink, just in case. That night, the fog thickened. I heard whispers in my sleep. My dreams were not mine. Faces I didn't recognize smiled at me. Mira confessed she'd been here for 3 years. I came to visit for a week. Why hadn't she left? I forgot I could. We made a decision. At dawn, we would leave, but the road was gone. Where the Jeep once was, only a circle of stones remained. A boy approached us. He was humming Mira's lullaby. "You taught me this," he said, her eyes filled with tears. Perhaps the cure isn't science or escape, but connection. Remembering each other, naming what we fear. I whispered my name into the recorder, again and again. "You will not take me. I am still here. This is not the end. I left, but I don't know how. And sometimes in quiet moments, I still forget, just for a second. Will you remember me?" Thank you for listening. If this story stayed with you, subscribe for more mysteries that whisper in the dark.